Okay, in this video, we're going to look at how we run models. Again, we are not going to get too detailed into the models themselves. Okay, once we have set up the four things: project, diagram, library, and the data set. So we click, drag, and drop the data set into the diagram. So click here, drag and drop, and you have the Boston housing data set right here. Now, just by dragging and dropping doesn't mean the data is there in the diagram. You have to run the node. This is called a node, right? So to run a node, you have to right click and run, or you can go here and that's a run. Okay? But we don't have to run each node, and after dropping each node, you don't have to run. You can set up a workflow, and then you can finally run the model. So now suppose we want to run a regression analysis with this. Okay, so we go to model, right? And then here are the models. So here there is regression. So bring in regression. Okay, and then you have to connect the two. So data set gets connected. Now remember, this data set has two targets, right? MED-V and then cat-MED-V. For a regression analysis, we can have only one target. So the regression node, the default regression type is logistic regression. So we have a chapter on logistic regression. So we will get deep into logistic regression later on. So let's not worry about what logistic regression is at this point in time. Okay, but if you want to run cat-MED-V as the target, then you have to use logistic regression. If you want to use MED-V as target, then you have to change this from logistic to linear regression. So let's run linear regression, right? Then we have to make sure that cat-MED-V is not used in the analysis. So what we have to do is to right click and then edit variables. Now we can examine what's going on here. So whether a particular variable is going to be used or not. So it says cat-MED-V is going to be used, MED-V is not. So SAS automatically, when you have multiple target variables, SAS will automatically select one of them, I guess the first one in the list, and use that, and the rest of the target it will not use. But this is a linear regression, so we want to change this from yes to no, and this one we want to change from no to yes. And then okay. Now we are ready to run. So right click and run, or you can run from here. So now this node gets this node runs first. So once you run a particular node, it'll go all the way back the flow to the first node and then start working from left to right. So now when if it is run properly, then you will not get an error. So you get this run completed, and click results, and then it gives you results. Here we will be looking at all these different results later on, but here is the output. So here is the analysis of variance for the regression, and here are the estimates. So you have the intercept, and then plus that's the coefficient for age, this is the coefficient for the next variable, and so on and so forth. Yeah. So we will, when we get to regression chapter, we will go deeper into this. So that's it. Now if you're done, you don't have to save anything, right? So you don't have anything for save projects. You have save diagram. You can save the diagram if you like, or you can delete the project. You don't have a save project. That's because the project is already saved by default. Okay, so as we did work, all of this information has been saved. So at this point in time, and if you're done, then that's it, you quit. File and exit. Okay, so now if you, in C drive, here is where all the information that we worked on has been saved. So we can take a look at that. So let's go back to SAS. So SAS, minor workstation. So now, if you click recent projects, so it will give you the projects that we worked on. So here is the path. Okay, if you have not changed the path, so it's there, you can open. Or you can say, all right, I'll do open project. All right, then this PC and in C drive. Okay, so here is the folder. So all you have to do is to select the folder and click open. So you don't have to select a particular file. Select the folder, click open, and the project that we were working on is opened. Now, you click the diagram, double click getting started, and you see the diagram that we worked on. So you click that. So here is the Boston Housing data source, right? Now, if you go to library, and you see the library that we created previously is there. And if you want to modify, you can do that. You can delete the library and so on, or create a new one. You can have multiple libraries. So everything that that we worked on previously is there. So that's where everything is kept. That folder that I mentioned.